Okay, spend the day with me as a 26-year-old single mom. Okay, come with me to get my tatas pierced. Get ready with me while I list all the reasons why it's okay to stay with someone who cheated on you. I'm just gonna say this. I pray this type of love never finds me, the type where it's like, babe, do you think this is cute? Should I get this? And they're like, do you really need it though? Like, yes, I do. I think it's so funny how when I tell a guy that I'm crazy, they don't believe me because I'm 5'2", I weigh 100 pounds, I'm small, I look innocent, right? A month goes by, I start acting crazy, and they start acting funny like I didn't already tell you this. And since my lovely baby dad wants to go online and say that I ruin my family because I do OF, let's get into that too.
Suck my dick, whatever you've heard about me, times it by 1,000,000, and if you think it's bad, make it worse.
Just think about it, guys. She has a daughter, a young daughter. Just think about when she will be her age. What kind of videos she will see about her mother.
Okay, bitches, come spend my birthday with me. I'm gonna go spoil myself. I'm also celebrating 6 months of freedom today. But anyways, actually, all my sugar daddies today for my birthday are gonna buy these for me. It's so funny to me when a guy's like, you think it's cute to be crazy. Like, it's not a cute look. Baby, I'm not trying to be cute. Like, I actually daily try to talk myself out of saying things that come off as crazy.
And I can bet there are so many simps out there that will date her just because she's hot. My guy, don't make that mistake. She already showed you that she's crazy and she has a small daughter. You can go to jail so easily, you can't even imagine. She's the kind of woman that will slash your tires, that is petty, that will call the police and lie about certain things. You will go to jail. Don't mess with single mothers like this. It's not worth it. By the way, guys, stay till the end because I want to read you a message that I got from a woman that you will find very interesting.
I'll never be one of those people that's like, I'm gonna take a break from social media because like my dumbass would change my mind in like 2 minutes and be like, hey, I wanna make this TikTok or I wanna post this picture. Like, what? No, I'm indecisive as fuck. No, we will never be getting back together. We co-parent. Reasons why guys don't talk to me, part 1. If we start talking today, your hoes better be gone by tonight. I will be checking snap scores, last active on Instagram, and how many girls you're following.
No man should be ever talking to this woman. No man, only simps would talk to a woman like this.
I'm not really jealous over looks or like what other people have, but I will say I am jealous of the girls who leave after the first time a man like disrespects them or like the first red flag. They're like,
okay, so it's clear she saw the red flags in her own relationship, but she didn't leave. That's why she's jealous of the women that leave at the first red flag. Yeah.
peace, on to the next, don't got time. Yeah, I'm jealous of them.
I'm in the market for a cowboy, and I think Santa should bring me one.
This dating world is so trash because where did the men go? Where did they go? What do you mean you want to ask me on a date and then you want to say, well, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Matter of fact, I want to go to Sephora to get you some fucking lip gloss and makeup so you can look the way that you act, like a girl. What happened to the be ready at 8, we're going to meet at this spot, or I'm going to pick you up and take you here? And I just know I'm going to get, well, women don't act like women nowadays.
You don't act like a woman at all, ma'am. You talk, where are all the men? When you're full of tattoos, you swear like a man. You're a single mother. You have only simps. What more can we ask? You admit that you're crazy. You admit that you're indecisive. You admit that you ignore the red flags. You talk about men when you're the farthest thing from a feminine woman, from a lady.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
And now, a woman who claims to be from over 70 years in the future.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. You're
Yep.
fucking joking, right? I'm your girlfriend. Guys, look. He is charging me taxi prices. Look, he's using an taxi meter. Turn it off.
Look at the gas prices and tell me this isn't fair.
Stop it.
So instead of paying $5.60.
No, instead of paying $6.60, I paid $5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Such a saving.
Yes.
I'd have given you $1.60 to not tell me that story.
Dating nowadays is so easy. Like, if you really want to find a good man, just find someone who's already has a girlfriend and just take him from her.
Men, take notes. This is how you ask somebody out. He came up to me with a piece of paper with his name, phone number, and Instagram, and asked if I lived around here. I said yes. He said, well, you should just text me sometime. Told me a little bit about himself.
Yes, ma'am, but the thing that you forgot is that he was really good looking. If a guy that you don't like, that isn't in shape, or you don't like how he's dressed, or he's not tall enough, comes up to you the exact same way, you will perceive him as a creep. That's the problem, ma'am. The only difference between how happy you are now and how much you liked this interaction is how much you liked the guy. That's it. That's what women don't tell you.
Does height matter?
Of course it does.
Step on the scale.
I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy for who they are, regardless of height.
That's true.
So take it back then.
I'm not taking it back, but
And step on the scale.
No.
You're being a coward.
Weight, you're ridiculous. And
If you care about height, you're ridiculous.
Can we talk about my faults?
Why?
Because I want to know them more.
Nah.
No, you don't. Women say they do, but they actually don't. They expect you to say, oh, you're perfect, honey.
No, I'm serious. My therapist the other day was like, what do you think your faults are? Because I'm so easy to talk about yours. You know, I'm like, my husband sucks. Here's why he fucking sucks. And then she's like, what about you? And I was like, I'm pretty great. I don't know.
Why don't you start with mine?
Nah, that's good. Isn't there a clip we should open with?
No,
Let's open with.
wow, you switched real quick.
As a man, you're supposed to be working more hard and getting more money to spoil me and protect me.
Yeah, that's fair. But as a woman, I feel like...
Are you in women business? As a grown man?
I thought we was giving each other advice.
Not a grown-ass man in women business, though. That's...
I don't understand. How desperate can you be as a man to be with a woman that is entitled like this one? So she can say what a man should do, but when you say what a woman should do, how dare you? How dare you talk as a man about women's stuff? It's clear she has a very low IQ and she's very entitled. And this guy is happy to be with her just so he can get laid. Simp, my guy, if you ever watch this video, you're one of the biggest simps that I ever saw in my life. You need help, professional help. I can't help you. God can't help you.
Given very much sassy. As a man, you're supposed to be getting more money. As a man, you're supposed to be buying me a house. As a man, you're supposed to put me above your mother. As a man, them kids, me only. You bump your head?
How much would you spend on a ring for a woman? It should be
Another entitled woman. Another woman that no man should ever go on a date with. That no man should ever talk to. Let's see if no man ever talks to her, no man responds to her for half a year. You'll see that the entitlement would be gone. It will disappear.
3 months of salary.
I heard that too. Yeah.
I want 6 months.
Why?
Why?
Because I deserve it.
Because I deserve it. Because I exist. And because you are a simp, you should give me everything just because I exist. Look at me. I exist, so I deserve.
Would you rather, knowing damn well where he is in financially, right, and still put that burden on him?
Why would it be a burden? I wouldn't be dating a broke man. So, Charlie Sheen, his daughter Sammy Sheen, on her 18th birthday, made an OnlyFans.
she apparently told her dad how much she was making, and he was like, "Oh, if you're making that much money, I guess you
How
can't
much
beat
was
that."
it?
In a year, she had made like $4 million, and her
I told you guys that some people shouldn't be parents. Just think about this, how good of a dad he is. The dad of the year. Just put yourself in his shoes. Dad, I'm gonna do an OnlySims. Oh, daughter, don't do that. But Dad, I made $4 million in a year. Then it's no problem. Fuck all the shame that you will get online forever. Fuck all the videos that will be online forever. Fuck all the men that now will not take you seriously and will just lie to you and sleep with you and ghost you. Fuck all the prospects that you had for your future in marriage. By the way, can I borrow $1 million? I need to buy some drugs. Dad of the year. Dad of the year.
rationality is that she wanted to move out, and she was working at a candy shop, and the income at the candy shop wasn't cutting it. So I'm like, first of all, you're a Nepo baby. Like, your father is Charlie Sheen. If you didn't want to, like, work a normal job, go make some movies, go, like, have your dad get you a job, like, lean into the fact that you have amazing connections.
Maybe my trainer's here.
All right, love you, babe.
Hi.
Damn, girl, you looking tight.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stretch me out real good tonight.
I will, girl, I will.
Justice, what's up with your girlfriend and that guy?
Oh, that's just her friend. He's her trainer.
You're comfortable with all that?
I'm not insecure. We trust each other. They're just friends.
I don't think they're working out in there.
I'm not insecure. We trust each other. They're just friends.
Enjoy your wine. Cheers to our 3-year anniversary.
I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
They're literally having a 3-year anniversary dinner in front of you.
I'm not insecure. We trust each other. They're just friends.
How are you so stupid? Liza, I love you. Will you marry me?
Oh my God, yes!
Yes!
I love you!
I love you too. She just got engaged!
I'm not insecure. We trust each other. They're just friends.
They're not just friends. Open your eyes!
Babe, we need to talk. I think we should break up.
What? This came out of nowhere!
There's someone else. My trainer.
I thought you guys were just friends!
Sorry.
Can you believe this? Yeah, I can!
You guys, my husband had the audacity to say no to me today.
Oh my
like,
God.
not his usual, like, babe, no, you're being silly, kind of no. And I know that secretly, like, he's going to say yes eventually, just give it a couple days. No, he straight up made eye contact with me and he was like, the answer is no, and I would like you to stop talking to me about it.
Can you imagine? Someone actually told her no the first time in her life. Can you even believe it, guys? Such a shock. Such a shock.
There's no male loneliness epidemic. It is a loser epidemic. Men would rather be alone than to evolve and change, than to recognize, wait, maybe I had it wrong. Maybe there's something I need to change. If you can't get...
Okay, I can say the same thing about women. Instead of you being argumentative and very masculine, you should be more feminine and recognize that maybe you should change. Maybe you did some things wrong and you should change to attract the man that you want. But if I say that to a woman, oh, I'm a misogynist.
Get a woman because none of them want to be with you, maybe try and figure out why.
Ma'am, you're still single. Why? Because no man wants to be with you. I did an entire video about you and how you're alone, single, nobody wants you. Maybe, just maybe, if you change, if you become more feminine, if you stop being so argumentative, if you stop being so loud and so masculine, maybe you'll find a guy, ma'am. Because at the moment, no guy wants you. They just sleep with you and ghost you.
Instead of making women the problem, saying that their standards are too high, maybe try and figure out why they don't want to be with you.
Okay, instead of saying that all men are evil, that they just sleep with you and then ghost you, maybe try to find a different type of guy.
What is it about you that maybe needs to change in order for a woman to want you?
Notice how these women are able to delineate what men do wrong. When men make mistakes, it comes out of it rolls off the tongue with ease, right?
Of course.
But when it comes time to owning, okay, what's women's role in this? No, there's nothing. Women do nothing wrong. She even says women are not the problem. Imagine. No self-awareness, no accountability, no ownership, zero.
I actually don't hear a lot of people talking about how different breakups feel when you start dating like higher echelon men and higher value men. Like when you're dating like an average guy or even like a below average guy, you guys break up and like there's shit you can hate on. You can think like, wow, he was a loser. He like was a bum. He had no drive in his life. He didn't have a job. He was a horrible boyfriend, whatever. But when you date upper level men and then have to go through breakups with them.
Yeah, when you date guys like that don't actually care about you and that have a lot of options, and at the first sign that you don't do what they say, they leave for another woman. Yeah, it's hard, guys. It's really hard.
You can't say any of that shit. The guy you were dating was educated, made lots of money, had an amazing job, took care of himself, looks good, is tall, etc., and has lots of options. Like, there's nothing you can attack for your own ego. And on top,
and they feel 10 times worse just because they know they have a lot of options. So they have to compete for his attention, because if not, that guy leaves her for another woman. Just like this.
on top of that, a lot of people in breakups love to be like, well, they're gonna regret that. They're gonna regret fumbling me. But when you're dating higher value men,
Yeah, they won't regret it. They probably will forget you in a month, ma'am.
they probably won't, because they can replace you like that. So yeah, I've raised my standard and I'm dating like way better guys now, but going through breakups with them is not for the weak.
Okay, ma'am, and do you think that just because you can date high-value men, do you think that's actually your level? Why do you think you go through so many breakups? Why do you think those guys leave you after a while? Because you're not actually on their level. They just are in a situationship with you. You call it dating, but for them it's just a situationship where they sleep with you and maybe they sleep with 3 others at the same time. You're not actually on their level, that's why they leave. No self-awareness, no accountability.
I had a client who was a young man in his 30s. He was a Goldman, I can say that. And he was worth like 30, 40 million bucks at the age of 30. So he was in the beginning of his career.
It's a lot of money.
And he was marrying a yoga teacher who made like no money at all. Stunningly beautiful, funny, brilliant, like just insightful, spiritual. He was very quant, very analytical, and she just lightened him up and was adventurous and fun. He kind of reeled her in a little, and she pulled him out of his comfort zone, and it was like a really nice coupling. And they did this.
So from the start, just from what he said, I know they shouldn't have been dating. Why? Because if you want the relationship to last, you have to have the same values in life, you have to have the same thinking. If he's very logical and she's very emotional and irrational and adventurous and whatever, spontaneous, and you can't trust her judgment, then you shouldn't be with her. You should have the not the same mindset, but 2 different mindsets that want to go in the same direction. Not the opposite direction. She was like here and he was here. Totally opposite. Those kinds of relationships are good at the beginning, are fun at the beginning, because as he said, she got him out of his comfort zone. So he experiences new things and the adrenaline is pumping. But those kinds of relationships don't last. You have to have the same values, you have to have the same goals, and your mentality has to be aligned for the same things that you want in life.
Prenup. And of course, they both lawyered up with good lawyers, right? So he hired me. The lawyers went at our thing. So I go to my client and I say to him, like, listen, they want this structure and this amount for it. And he goes, yeah, just like put like $5 million. I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, if you get divorced in a month, she gets $5 million? And he's like, if she's staying, I'll know she likes me more than $5 million.
Good for him.
And I thought, you know what? Like, that is gangster in a good way.
No, it's not. It just shows that he's a simp. It just shows that he's stupid. So he had a lot of money, but nothing up here. Yeah.
I dumped the man of my dreams yesterday because he stopped acting like the man of my dreams.
Just look at her nails. No man should be dating a woman like this. No man. This is not wife material. I don't care what you say. from how she's dressed, from the fact that she wears sunglasses on camera inside, the nails, she has her belly button pierced. All kinds of red flags from the start. She's not wife material. No man should ever date a woman like this.
I asked him to do one simple thing, which was communicate with me more, just so I could feel like more secure in our relationship, particularly because he lives all the way on the East Coast and I'm in LA right now. And in the same day, he left me on red for 24 hours, and I was genuinely so worried because his dad was in and out of the hospital. And he got back to me and was like,
it's clear he was dating another woman, sleeping with another woman, something like that. Nobody doesn't watch his phone for 24 hours.
oh, so sorry, I was at a Celtics game. And I was like, got you. And that was the end. So if you needed a sign, this is your sign to dump him. And now I'm gonna go drink wine with my friends.
Women say they want a real man, but the second he leads, protects, or stands firm, suddenly he's controlling, aggressive, toxic.
Yeah.
Little by little, she shuts him down, talks over him, second guesses every decision he makes, mocks the way he thinks, and calls it helping. But what she's really doing is slowly cutting off the very parts of him she fell in love with. The confidence, the grit, the drive to take care of his family.
When a woman does things like that, guys, and she doesn't trust you, and she second guesses you, and she argues with you about everything, and she doesn't trust you, it's over. What are you doing in that relationship? Run as fast as you can. She will never respect you. Never.
Without needing to be micromanaged like a child. Then one day, she's crying that he doesn't open up anymore.
No, you wake up one day and she will divorce you. That's what happens. And she will give all kinds of reasons, and you can go to couples therapy, you can do whatever. She will never respect you. Run away.
Doesn't lead. Doesn't act like a man anymore. Baby, you didn't marry a soft man. You just wore him down until he gave up. In this house, my man's strength is not a threat. It's a gift. I honor what makes him a man.
Okay, guys, so for a little bit of context, I was showing a video about a married couple that was in therapy. And from the start, by the way that the guy was talking and his tone, and by how loud was his wife, I said that he was too soft and she was too masculine, and the roles were reversed. And that's why their marriage didn't work, because she couldn't trust his leadership. She didn't respect him, because basically she was the man in the family. And I got this message. I will put it on the screen and read it for you guys. Here's another feminine perspective. I never realized all these truths that you tell on this station. I've always thought of myself as very feminine. However, I am clearly not. Even before you said anything, I thought that man seemed soft. And I was already thinking how she probably doesn't respect him. Exactly what I was saying. Because that's what I was feeling. I did think he was a very handsome man, and shadows how my marriage was. I didn't feel like I could hand the reins over to my husband. These videos are quite the reality check. I have 3 sons and watch these videos for their sake to help them. Now, good on her for trying to help her sons and watching my videos and trying to understand men better. But just think, guys, how crazy it is. A bald guy from Romania had to show her a video about it for her to realize that actually she's not very feminine and she's very masculine. And she attracts beta soft men that she will never respect. Can you understand how crazy that is? How crazy it is to go through half your life, get married, have kids, and never realize anything about your personality or why your relationship didn't work until a bald guy from Transylvania showed you a video about it. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.